Hello loves, welcome back to my channel. If you are new, welcome. We are doing this velvety red 3D nail art. I am taking a red polish from Young Nails. This is from their Go Time collection. I will link the exact name of the color down below. Now we are going to cure that. This gel polish does cure to a shiny finish, so you can go ahead and go into the next step. I'm taking my red chrome from Poochiez Nails. I will also link that down below. It is so easy to apply and so pigmented. I'm obsessed with her chromes. I'm going to apply that to the entire nail. And once that's done, I did apply a shiny top coat, cured that, and then as you can see, I am wiping down that tacky layer from the shiny chrome, and I'm gonna go immediately in after with my Matte It from Not Polish to give the matte finish and to give the effect of the velvety chrome look. I think this look is absolutely beautiful. So I am going to cure this for 1.5 minutes. That's normally what it takes to get the matte look. And this is a no wipe top coat, which I love. Now I am taking the red from Rainbow collection of the colored acrylic from Young Nails, and I'm going to be creating a 3D rose. I will be trying to explain this as best as I can, as it is kind of hard. It's better to look at. So basically what I'm doing is dipping my brush into the red first and then immediately after into my black acrylic to create that two-tone petal. So I'm placing the ball onto whatever area of the nail I want to create my first petal on. And then what I do is apply more pressure towards the center of where your flower is going to be. And the outer area is going to be the thicker part. You do want to be able to lay all of the petals without it being too chunky. I prefer this because if you do it too thick, it causes the client to catch their nail on everything, and that's kind of annoying. So I like to do my flowers a lot more on the flat side. So again, I'm placing the ball of acrylic and applying more pressure to the area that's going to be in the center of the rose. And then with the bristles of my brush, I am creating that texture that we want to give a kind of realistic look. So I like to do two-toned roses because it gives it a cuter look. That's my personal opinion, and you're able to see the rose a lot better. Like if I would have done just red, it kind of would have blended into the background and you wouldn't be able to see it very much. So again, I am placing the ball of acrylic onto the nail and almost leaving that area that's going to be towards the center of the rose without any product. As you can see, I'm pushing it all outwards and almost creating like a crater in that middle section, and then the rest is going to form the petal. So here I am doing the center of the flower, and what I like to do is take the tip of my brush and kind of do it in a swirl motion to where it forms a kind of realistic center of a flower, if that makes sense. Another form of doing it is also just applying the ball and then just doing a little dot in the middle with your brush. It gives the same look. I just like to be a little extra sometimes. So here I'm going to be adding another rose. I'm going to be doing it more towards the center of the nail. That's why this is basically my outer petal, and I'm going to be placing that up against the other one. Like I said, we apply the ball and then push out towards the outer corner versus the center. We want to apply the most pressure at the tip of the brush to create that naked space. It makes it easier to layer all the petals, so like I said, the flower isn't too bulky. And I'm just going to repeat these steps until I am content with the amount of petals that I have added. For the most part, depending on the size of it, I do 3 on the outside. So you'll see me adding another one onto that empty space. And then I do 2 in the middle. Now, if it is a bigger rose, I obviously do more petals. But for the typical size of normal nails, I do 3 and then 2 and then the center, which it ends up being a total of 5 petals. And for these center petals, I do recommend kind of overlaying them. So for example, there's 3 side to side. So for the second or the 4th petal, I'm going to do it in between 2 of the petals. So it kind of overlaps. That creates a more realistic look. So as you can see, I'm placing that one in between 2 of the petals, and then I'm going to form it right there. I know this can be really confusing, but if you just pay attention to what I'm doing, I know it's really hard for me to explain it, so I do apologize for that. But if you just practice, you'll get it down, and next thing you know, it's going to be super easy to create a 3D rose. It was one of the first things that I learned to do, and I absolutely love it to this day. And again, I'm just adding a little tiny ball into the center of the flower. And for this one, I am just doing a little dot in the middle. So you just kind of push it out. And now I'm just adding 2 little leaves if you want to consider them little leaves. And for these, I almost do basically the same thing, except I point out the tip. So instead of making it more of a round look for the petal, I pull it out in that center area so it gives the look of a leaf. Once that is done, you're more than welcome to add crystals around it. I love doing that sometimes, but that basically concludes this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do not forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. I always appreciate feedback, and do not forget to turn on your post notifications. Thank you guys.